everybody. I'm going to talk to you guys today about Bluebonnet books. And this is for my third, my fourth, and my fifth graders. I know that a lot of you guys are eager to get started on them. And so I'm going to show you where in Schoology you can find all of that information. I have the tracking sheet for you, and I also have some book previews. I know usually we would do those in class, but because of everything that's been going on, we really can't do that like we would typically do. So I'm going to show you how it's a little different this year and you can do it on your own. So let's get started. So when you come into Schoology and you are in the library course, make sure that it has the gold on top, the gold on bottom. It says library, my name, and then some books. That's how you know it's going to be the library course in Schoology. Well, if you come down to the purple campus programs and open that folder, you're going to see that the top 3 sections are all about Bluebonnet books. And so this first one is the tracking sheet, and then we have Bluebonnet book trailers and another set of book trailers. The really cool thing is that if you're just now learning about the Bluebonnet books and you really want to know all about them, click on the book trailers and I'll show you in a little bit what that looks like. And then the other one is where we separate it by genre. And so we'll talk a little bit more about that in a second as well. So these are the things that we would typically do on campus together in the library. But because things are a little different this year, we can't do that. So I've put them here on Schoology for you guys to kind of do and take a look at on your own time. The very first thing that we're going to talk about is the Bluebonnet tracking sheet. So I'm going to click on that. And this is what pulls up. And so I'm going to make it just a smidgen bigger for you. This is the one that I would typically hand to you guys, and then as you read it, I would mark it off with my initials, and we would keep track of what you read that way. But this year, because we kind of can't do it that way, this is going to be all done on your own. These books are available both in the Boone Library, ready to go and be checked out during Mobile Mustang. They are also available through Sora, so be on the lookout and to check them out. You can listen to them, you can read them. It is totally up to you. But as you do, please keep track of them and just kind of mark them off. When you have 5 or more read or listened to, then just take a picture of it or send it to me, however you'd like to do that. You can send it to me through Schoology or you can send it to me in my email, and I will keep track of everybody who has completely read 5 or more. Just a couple of little questions to tell me, what was the book about? Did you like it? Yes or no? What was your favorite part? What part didn't you like? Why? That kind of stuff. So super simple, super easy. These books are really great this year. We've got some really wonderful ones. But this is your tracking sheet. So let's look at what else we have. All right, let's talk about the Bluebonnet book trailers. It's the second one in the campus program section. So I'm going to click on that one. And what you'll see is sometimes this image that should be right there doesn't quite work as well. So I'm just going to click on the blue title, Bluebonnet book trailers. And then automatically it will open up to this page. And so what I have here is I have a Bitmoji classroom for you. You can click on all of the books individually, and they will take you to a book trailer for each of the different ones, just so you can get a better idea of what they're about, which ones you think you might like to read. And so this one is nonfiction. There are a couple of different nonfiction books. This is a graphic novel. If you're looking for something that's more along the Shel Silverstein type of stuff, where it's a bunch of little poems, silly little poems that are put together, you might want no more poems. If you are looking for something that's scary, night books might be something that you are interested in. If you are also looking for more nonfiction, you can absolutely look for this one, Rocket to the Moon. If you really want to read about some of the stuff that's going on in society now and really want to learn more about like the civil rights and things like that, then you might want to read A Place to Land. If you are looking for something about immigration, or maybe you're from a different country and you want something that you can kind of relate to, then you might click on De Camihuero. There are a bunch of different stories here and tons for you guys to look at and learn from and really find something that fits what you might want. Okay, so let me just click on night books.
Max loves all things scary and spooky, but when he is lured into a witch's home, his horror addiction becomes all too real. He soon discovers that the witch is placated by scary stories and buys himself some time by reading original stories he wrote in his night books. Will Alex be able to save himself and the witch's other captive before he runs out of stories? Or will they both forever be doomed to endure the witch's cruel and unusual brand of magic?
As you can see, those are the different book trailers that we have. That's what they look like. They're like little commercials that kind of help you draw you in to see whether or not you like the book. They want to get you excited for them. So click them, kind of poke around, see what you can find. There's tons and tons here. I have started reading them, and I have to say some of them are very good. Some that I thought I would not like actually turned out to be really interesting. The last Bluebonnet thing that we have in the campus folder is this Bluebonnet books by genre. So if we click on that, let it load. Same thing as the last one. This picture doesn't always work. So just click on the title here. And this, what it does is it separates the different books into genres. So if you click on this very first one, it's just going to take you to all of them. And it's similar to the last thing I showed you in that it's got book trailers for every single one. But let's say that I know what kind of books I like to read. I can click on the genre. Maybe I'm looking for a poem. Maybe I'm looking for some contemporary fiction that's like realistic fiction, something that you could actually happen, something that you can relate to. Then you might want to check out one of these books. If you like graphic novels, we've got a couple here. And if you're looking for something that's scary or suspenseful, some type of mystery, one of these books might be right up your alley. To go back to the homepage, I'm just going to click on the little house. And then let's look at the books by genre part 2. Again, here's some other different genres that you guys like to ask for. If you want to read about animals or maybe something that's funny, perhaps you want to read a biography about somebody's life or historical fiction or fantasy. You might want to check out one of these. If you're looking for a nonfiction book, something that is going to give you real life information, you might want to click here. So those are the different genres. Same thing, if you click on a book title or book cover, any of them, it's going to take you directly to a book trailer for it. Just push play.
The 2020-2021 Texas Bluebonnet Award nominee.
And these book trailers are different than the ones in the other Bitmoji classroom that I gave you. So if you find a book and you're like, I don't really know, I'm not entirely sure that that's the one I want, this is another resource to kind of evaluate the books and see what's right for you. We've got some really great options here in the campus programs. You've got all 3 of them. Remember this one, the Bluebonnet tracking sheet, that's the one that you would need to turn into me one way or another so that I know you've completed it. From winter break, it'll be due. And you can give it to me through Schoology, through my email, it's up to you. But you have to have 5 of the Bluebonnet books read. Typically, when you read your 5, you get to vote, and then we have a big Bluebonnet breakfast. Well, we can't do a Bluebonnet breakfast this year, so I'm looking at different kinds of ideas. If you guys have any ideas on what you would like to do for your prize, let me know. I'm always open to more ideas. We will be doing the voting. So when you read 5, you get your little voter registration, just like the adults do when they go vote, and you get to vote on which one is your favorite. I hope that helps. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Have a great day. Bye, everybody.